How's it going, guys? It's Mario Armani from Armani Realty, and we're here shooting the second episode of Getting to Know. Today we're getting to know Anthony Lamacchia. He's the owner of Porcello Cantina Restaurant here in Vaughan. So Anthony, thank you very much for inviting us out to your beautiful spot.
My pleasure.
And allowing the community here to get to know a little bit about you.
Absolutely.
So I actually know Anthony from when we were 13, 14 years old. We used to play soccer together, and we actually reconnected 4 or 5 years ago, coincidentally out of the blue, at a friend of mine's wedding right before he opened the restaurant. So it's kind of cool that 4 or 5 years later, we're here and this is his place, and I'm doing this interview with him. So one of the things that I always wanted to ask you was, what inspired you to be a chef?
No, really, at the end of the day, I love throwing house parties. I love when the community comes all together. I love making food for everybody. I love when people eat my food. So at the end of the day, owning a restaurant, it's like throwing a different party every single night.
It was right up your alley.
It was definitely right up my alley.
That's awesome. Well, one of the things that kind of I always notice when I come to the restaurant, I notice that you guys have really transitioned over the years. You guys started off as something different, and now you're a full-fledged restaurant. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So we will be opened for 4 years in September of 2019, which is amazing. We started off as a hot table, so we only had 2 bottles of wine.
You got lots of wine, lots of liquor now.
Lots of liquor, lots of wine now.
But you started off humble, which is the most important thing. And a lot of the, something that we've discussed before in the past is a lot of the times people probably walk in here, they see this restaurant, they think it's easy. Guys, Anthony started literally right from the bottom and to what he is, where he is now. And like I said, it's taken him 4 years, and he's continuing to plug away at it.
Absolutely. You know what? The struggle is real, just like any other business.
Of course.
You know, but that's what keeps me grounded. It's what keeps me humble, and it's what keeps me going.
But that's why you're a nice guy and everybody loves you.
Yeah.
One of the things about your job that I feel is probably different, and I want to ask you, because just like in my job, there's different variables, no house is alike. And in your particular case, for example, you can cook a piece of steak the same way today that you did yesterday, but the taste is different. Do you find that because you're using materials that are edible, it's very difficult to kind of give that same quality consistently?
Well, my first feeling about food is the quality. You have to have the best quality possible. And then everything else comes from consistency of who's actually cooking the food. At the end of the day, I'm here all the time.
And you are, because you're never not here.
Yeah. It's impossible for me to say that I do everything, but I do put my hand in most of the dishes that go out into the restaurant.
Quality control.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Has to be.
That's awesome. The restaurant that is actually one of my favorite things is the vibe that's in here. Like, it's completely different. Like, when I walk in here, especially let's say on a Friday night, Saturday night, it feels like a downtown lounge. Like, it's kind of like you got this like 1930s speakeasy kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like,
so I guess I succeeded on what I was trying to do.
Yes.
Right?
So that is something you were trying to go with.
Absolutely. So I really wanted to bring a little bit of downtown, uptown. I think me growing up in Toronto and transitioning to Woodbridge to live here now, I think what the city has been missing is a little bit of a downtown feel. So that's what I tried to do.
You really captured it, and it's
thank you.
An awesome element to the place. It kind of, you eat well, but you also feel good while you're here as well, right? So my last question, I wanted to ask you, it's a 2-part question. So number 1, it's what's your favorite thing, your favorite dish that you like to make? And the second question is, what's the favorite thing that you like to eat? Because they're definitely 2 different things.
Absolutely. So my favorite dish at the restaurant that I love making is our wild boar pappardelle.
Okay.
It's a fan favorite. It's a staff favorite. It's a client favorite.
Why haven't I had it? Okay.
Because sometimes you're carb free, eh?
That's true. That's true. So I'm back on carbs. Next time I come to the restaurant, that's what you're making me.
Absolutely.
Next question. What do you like to eat? What's your favorite thing to eat? I'm sure it's simple. For sure, it's something very simple.
For me, you give me a rib steak, medium rare. I'm happy.
You're happy.
Yeah, I love it.
For me, it's pasta. You give me a plate of pasta and I'm happy.
Yeah.
All right, Ant, so we're gonna have some fun right now. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna ask you 10 questions. You're gonna go ahead and answer them based on the choices I give you.
Cool.
And then we're gonna move into the lightning round, and you're just gonna say the first thing that comes to mind. You ready, Ant?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this. Fruit or vegetables?
Fruits.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Text or call?
Call.
Raptors or Leafs?
Leaves.
Meat or fish?
Meat.
Favorite movie?
Super bad.
Yeah, no problem.
I love you. Rice or noodles?
Noodles.
Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Pop or rock music?
Rock music.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
All right, lightning round.
Cool.
Money,
Talks.
little,
Big.
human,
Nature.
doggy,
Style.
sweet,
Sour.
ice,
Cold.
king,
Queen.
modern,
Family.
blue,
Yellow.
banana.
Monkey.
All right, guys. Porcello Cantina, Anthony, come check this out. Come check out his wild boar pasta and tell him that Mario sent you. And thank you so
Thank you
much.
very
Really
much.
appreciate it.
Always
Come
a
check these
pleasure.
guys out, guys.
Thanks, guys.